All right, we're back. We're here. We're alive. There's no echo, which is a win. Cooper Flagg news, tops basketball stuff. Babe Ruth loses $3 million. That can't be right because vintage cards don't ever go down, is what I've been told. And I got some of the coolest cards in the world that I just got on consignment that I'm going to buy myself. That's all I have. Anything else? We good? 8-minute show. 8-second
Welcome
show.
to Cut the Nonsense.
Cut the nonsense. There you go. Boom. Roasted.
Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. I know that you're already doing it, but
They don't
it
want
also
to.
helps us. Make sure you like. I've heard some people also smashing that thumbs up button. Great engagement in the chat the last show. Not for Mike, because he was far too busy to be a part of it. He was probably
I
breaking
sell. I
diamond
apologize.
icons.
Busy ripping
so,
diamond icons, baby. $8,000
Yeah.
a case.
Yeah,
That
Mr.
stuff is actually
Richard.
pretty nice. The first high-end Topps basketball product we've ripped this year, and they did a good job. So
Baseball. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, baseball.
that's the
product.
first high-end Topps anything we've ripped this year. We haven't even ripped any high-end basketball or football. There hasn't really been much, but
Did you do it by team?
we did. We did three. I only got 4 cases: 3 PYTs, and then one was a hit draft.
How much was the Dodgers on your PYT?
1,100 to start, 1,250 or 1,350 after that, and then we included an Emanate box with them if you bought him full out.
Oh, nice.
They got crushed in every break, by the way. Same guy bought him in 3. He then hit the number 1 spot in the hit draft, and it was a very average case. So I felt terrible. Yep.
What was the biggest hit out of all of it?
Very first card we pulled out, I thought they had the base cards on the front, like normal. So you pull it out, it's in like the big encased plastic. The very first card we showed on camera of PYT number 1 was a dual patch auto, 1 of 1. The Trout was a 3-color piece. The Pool House was a star from the logo.
It's a big
Monster
one.
card. We
That's
also
a
had
big
a
boy.
Jeter cleat. It was an inch thick and had 3 spikes of the cleat, 1 of 1. That was pretty savage. Oh, we hit the Skeens first impression or first inscription auto, which is gonna do a few $1,000.
That's a nice card.
Okay.
Yeah, we had some really nice stuff. A really nice Pool House, low numbered. Cal Ripken. It was either from his glove or from the cleat. It was a full Nike swoosh game.
So
used.
that was your big hit, obviously.
That's a big card. Game used
Yeah.
like that, 1 of 1. That's probably $1,000. But the Trout, I would think the Trout Pool House sells for a few thousand. The Skeens, I'm guessing 2 to 2,500. The Jeter probably a couple $1,000 though. But yeah, overall very nice. You wanted to bash Tops, I believe, Joe. Is that the case? Have
No,
at it. I
no.
just complimented him, so please.
No, not at all. I actually.
Thank you.
This brings us to no, not a thank
Beef.
you, not even welcome. But yes, beef of the week.
Already?
Yeah. So, I love that we do the holiday themed releases and all that stuff. But the one I hate, and I can't stand, and I think it actually ruins collecting for kids, is
Don't
the
say the
trick or treat
Topps.
packs.
Oh, good. Okay. Fine.
The trick or treat packs. Here's number one. The only reason you're handing them out is because you're too cheap to go get the full size candy bars. That's number one. Number two, there's only 3 cards in the pack. And everyone's chasing those goblins and ghouls. And they've done football and they've done basketball. And they have 0 resale. And you know it. You know it when you buy it. And you still hand it out to the kids in the community. And
I don't
that's
even know
my
what these
problem.
are, by the way. I've
Mike,
never heard
it's
of the trick or treat.
terrible.
Okay.
It's terrible. It's a little pack of cards. There's like 3 in there. Pokemon does it. However, Pokemon, they keep value and they go higher and higher because you can get hollows in there and people are grading them. But I'm telling you right now, a Spiderweb Cam Ward is just going into the 10-cent bin. That's where it's going. Even though Cam Ward's got great potential. So stop doing it. Or if you're going to do it, sprinkle something tasty in there for them. Do something.
I don't care for that demonic holiday anyways, but I thought you were going to say the Topps holiday mega boxes, the baseball ones. Those are actually awesome. We've been ripping those for $35 a whack.
Wow.
Those, I think, have decent value.
Mike, when did those become available for you to?
Last Wednesday. They released the same day as Icons, Wednesday.
They were.
Yep.
Would that be true at all the card shops and retail?
Yeah,
Is
just
that
the
the same?
release date. Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know,
so,
same
so
Wednesday.
actually the release date is the 27th for the holiday tins and then 29th for the mega boxes. Yeah, that's the actual release date, Mike. But you may have seen it out in the wild.
Wait, is that true?
That's 100% true. Because after my snafu that I had, I now
Whoops.
make sure that I follow up with my rep to make sure that I'm always putting stuff out or showing previews on the release day. Now, on Friday, I was out in the wild at a Walmart, and I did see that they had the mega boxes that were out 5 days early. They had
They're right on
or
blowout too, by the way.
For pre-order, or
No, available to buy and purchase, not pre-order. The 2025 Topps Holiday Baseball Mega Box. Yeah, released on the 20.
Joe's headband's gonna fly off.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. It is interesting that sometimes there's rules for some and rules for others.
Was it just a miscommunication?
No. I reached out specifically, and I was told, because we're, as Mike, I don't know if you have the Topps app or like the website that you log into for your
What's
orders.
going on with you? You're half asleep today. Bring the fire here. What's happening?
Who?
You.
Me?
Where's the
I'm
passion?
trying to get there. So you
get
have
there.
the ordering
Sound like
thing.
Danny
And it has
over
the
there.
calendar. It has the calendar in there, right?
Yes, I have the calendar. Correct.
So you're always making sure that, when you're opening something, that it coincides with the date on the calendars, correct?
Indeed.
So
I'm pretty
this
specific.
was the issue.
I got in trouble in 2024 with Topps Chrome Black ripping it at midnight on release day. Got a call. Not allowed.
Wait, what
how
time
does
do you
that
have to wait till?
9 a.m. Eastern time of release day.
Oh, that's bullshit. Something.
Kid show. So then how does that work for other people that were like opening Diamond Icons a day early?
Well, if it's not on Fanatics, like if you're getting it secondhand, do whatever you want. They don't go after you. That's why I hate Whatnot. There's 30 people breaking stuff early on Whatnot every single day because there's no repercussions. You're buying from a middleman, which, by the way, you're not supposed to be able to distribute Topps product. That's in
Correct.
the contract, but people find a way to get around that somehow. We just try to play by the rules. Here's the thing, though, and I heard about this last week, too, another account getting cut. I actually love that now they actually cut accounts for that when they track people down. And it happened to be somebody I had some beef with in the past, and I told the person, if you need any more reason to cut this scumbag, tell me, and I will happily provide more reasons this person should be cut. I'm all for it. I'm totally corporate. You break rules, start cutting throats, baby. I'm in.
So, hey, in today's age, honestly, right now, if you're a shop or a breaker, what is Fanatics allocation worth? What is that worth?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to, so put it this way. I sold my breaking company in 2020, which was the Facebook group, the name. We had a big Southern Hobby account, which at the time was a big distributor, and a pretty good sized Peach State account as well. GTS was useless, and they wouldn't even let us sign it over because GTS is garbage. I mean, at that time, it was worth $500,000 to me. That part of the business was worth about $500,000.
So that's distributors. That's not direct.
But at the time, that's what it was. Like a breaker couldn't really get direct back then, and you got almost direct pricing. So in 2020, that was a direct account basically. Yeah, it was worth. I think that part of the business was worth. I think it was $450, not $500. Then I had a ton of money in inventory that I sold as well.
So 2025, end of October here. What is allocation with Topps Fanatics worth?
So it depends on your business, right? Depends on what your size is. For my size account, if somebody came and said, hey, you and Eddie have to, because Eddie's 50-50 on the breaking side of the business, you have to walk away. And they'll continue to get the numbers we've been getting.
Correct.
The only tie-in here, the caveat would be you can't break as sports cards nonsense, because that's a bigger business. The breaking just one aspect. But you're going to buy it and rebrand it, get the same number?
Yep.
Ooh.
I want to hear it, Mike. I want to hear it because I've had
It's
this conversation.
It's like a liquor license. They buy and you can buy, there's a value to it.
I think it is so important to the success and health of a business if someone's stepping in and trying to take over a shop, a breaking business. I honestly
$2
want to
million
know.
for my account, which I think is about a mid-size account, $2 million would be my number. I wouldn't take a dime less.
And that is just for the allocation.
If Topps was like, hey, somebody can buy your allocation, we'll switch over that, which I don't think they even do that. But yeah, that's, to me, it would be $2 million. Yep. And I'd cut Eddie in on half that.
And for retail stores, it could be more because a lot of times they're investing in the store just to get the allocation for the retail. And that's what
that's
their whole
different.
store
If you're
is.
buying the whole
No,
business.
but I'm saying the whole store is now wax. I see less singles and more wax retail also.
Really?
All the new stores that opened up
But that's
here.
the difference, too. If you said, hey, I want to buy all that, all the wax we have stacked up over, like all of our inventory we have loaded up, there's at least a couple 100,000 there. And if, we want to take over the Facebook group, the breaking Facebook group, the name, all that, I mean, probably closer to 2.5 to 3.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
no,
that would just be the walk to be done. Like, fine, I'd be okay with that.
I
And Eddie would get a
completely
huge
agree
cut
with
of
that
that,
number.
so.
I agree with that number.
But it depends, dude. Some of these big accounts, like if you're Filth Bomb or something, I'm not 10 million, 15 million. There's
right.
way bigger number. The difference with us is we're at that perfect size where we don't have many employees. Like all these other guys have 15, 20, 30 employees and a big business and a building and all this overhead. I think profit-wise, and I've heard from fanatics at times, I think we make as much profit as almost any breaker in the world. And I'm not saying it to brag. We're just at that perfect, that Goldilocks number. If we grew, we'd have to hire. There'd be more expense. We're to the point we each have one guy who works and we do our own thing. I think we're at a perfect space.
And my whole point of it, Mike, too, is just to talk about the importance of having like direct allocation, especially in the time that we're in now, because there are a ton of shops that continue to pop up and they're fighting and clawing. But to have that direct, to know that you can get something on release day, to have that margin, and the margin isn't what it once was. Let's be clear there.
On some stuff it is. Topps basketball crushed.
Did you get a second wave?
Not yet.
Okay. It was double the initial offering.
I'll still take it. That thing's probably 3x.
100%. I
We
will.
were talking about that before. We'll come back to that.
But people are so quick to be like, "Oh, you're spiking it. You're spiking the price. This and that." Yeah, it went up, but then for us to continue to meet that need, all parties, all parties are going to have to pay up a little bit. So
I agree.
That's the importance of having that. Now, to segue into what Danny wants to talk about,
what's the deal here? I knew you guys were talking off air. I knew there was something happening.
Here's the thing, Mike.
There's something.
So Danny is a Topps basketball hater. Okay.
No. Danny, Topps basketball got overblown, and I think the hype will die down very quickly. And I think it was blown out of proportion.
Can I just tell you?
I don't know that I disagree with that entirely.
Well, you guys are both fools, so let me just tell you that right now.
No, please.
From a shop standpoint, the reason why it's so hyped, Topps did a phenomenal job with getting materials into our hands to really pump up the product and get excited.
I will say, best marketing. Me and Jesse talked about this. Best marketing they've done on any product ever, actually.
Agreed.
The marketing alone is great.
Posters of all different players, not just one player, mini basketballs, little hoops, that kind of stuff, stands for cards. I mean, we were getting people excited about it. I think the hype was brought through a great marketing plan. And then when they provided those tools also to the shops, because you also had an opportunity to buy some higher end, like sandwich boards and that kind of stuff to put out. But just what they gave us in free marketing tools was phenomenal, and it really drove excitement. So, I mean, kudos to Topps. Yes, I'm kissing the ring, but it's well warranted here. And the cards came out. The cards are sharp. Like,
I'm not knocking the cards.
Tons
I'm
of
just
inserts.
saying, where's the second wave? You've played with the Nerf football in the store. You bought a pack. You bought a box. How many people are coming back for a second round and not just buying a card?
I mean, the breaks have still been filling pretty regular. Like people are. Also, I think we're probably the cheapest around, and that helps. But
I got the Phoenix Suns for $35.
Yeah, and we're doing hobby boxes at $1.75 still. Like I don't think anybody's that cheap.
Below Jeff.
But people are. Oh, your boy Jeff. But people are still coming back for it. Like I do think there's demand. It's also the return of the ultimate brand in basketball. My only thing was all that is true. The marketing's been fantastic. People were waiting for basketball. This and that. That's all true and great. Rookie class has been excellent already. Here was my only thought initially was, this is still Topps paper. Like, this is still a very cheap product. Like, when it's all said and done, that was my only fear if this price keeps rising. And my one fear is we're not going to see another one. I don't think we're going to see another basketball release for a month. If that's the case, what are these things selling for November 15th? I don't want people buying at $300 a box.
No, so you do have another basketball release. You have the Topps holiday basketballs coming out.
Keep your religious crap out of this, please.
That's why I said holiday. Show. I just said holiday. I'm not trying to knock on any doors
that's
right now.
That's a dig at me. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's not for me either.
Yeah.
Let me guess. There are 12 of them coming out, Joe. You want to be real subtle with your hints? Take a shot at Danny, you piece of garbage.
I will say this.
I got you, Danny. Set this one up.
Thank you, Joe.
Calendar. There is an advent calendar coming out, but like Topps. So
I'm trying to part the sea of these insults over here with Joe.
Are you kidding? Gio and I are spearheading the holiday project next year.
That's a Rushmore guy for Danny, by the way. Little drop there.
There it
no
is.
Problem.
There we go.
So with this being a paper product and being, in your words, a cheaper product, Mike,
Should be.
why can't we still get like stuff from the summer trades and transactions? Why can't we get that right in the print? I mean, it was a
Give me an
week,
example.
2 weeks after. So like Jalen
KD?
Green, Kevin Garnett, Dylan Brooks, like
Kevin Durant,
not Garnett, excuse me,
Yeah, I got you.
Durant. Durant is still on the Phoenix Suns. Jalen Green's on the Houston Rockets. Like, I mean,
Did they trade Jalen Green for him?
Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and
Brooks.
another
I didn't
guy
realize. Okay.
and a guy.
But here,
Yeah.
but to Mike's point about other products not coming out, 6 months from now, are we looking at this as the product that people are waiting in line for 10 hours outside of stores?
No, but what product does that in 6 months? Like, what product is that hot that 6 months later people are still clamoring for it?
So that's my point. So what are you getting first day other than a cheaper box? Are you saving $70? Is that the reason to wait in line the first day?
I never know what Danny's asking on here.
No,
There's
I'm
questions.
serious. I don't get
don't
waiting in
understand the
line
point.
all day for a box of something that's a paper product.
Well,
It's
you're not.
very
You talking
cool.
about New York when Fanatics did their big event up there?
Well, they had that, but
There were
lot of
athletes
stores.
in the, there were
No,
athletes
a lot
in
of
the shop and
LCSs
thousands of giveaways.
A lot of LCSs had people waiting, and to their
But they all
credit,
did-
to their
yeah, like
credit.
Shep did-
LeBron James licensed, first one since Upper Deck. Like Wemby licensed auto, Cooper Flagg, pretty dynamic prospect.
And giveaway promotions around it. Like all the LCSs.
So
Shep's
here's my
open-
point. I'm a basketball fan, but I don't PC or buy basketball regularly. I will
Okay.
buy a couple packs of this because of what it is. I'm not going back a second time. I think there are a lot of collectors like me that are going to pick it up for the first time and not
Sure.
go back a second time.
Yeah, you
I
just
bet if
answered
you
the
get
question. though.
lucky enough and you get a hit, I bet you go back.
Normally, you wouldn't go and buy any basketball, though. This product has been so well marketed and is the return of tops. Even you, the curmudgeon
Right.
you are, with these incomprehensible questions, went and bought one.
But my point
That
is,
proves the point.
my point is that's the first time.
What is your point, for the love of
down?
God?
How quickly is it going to go down? Stop it. You know exactly what
It's going to go down in a few weeks. Every
Exactly.
product
There
goes
we
down
go.
in a few weeks. In general, the difference here is we're going to see a major gap between this and the next real release. So for the next month, I think this product stays hot. If you cannot buy any other
box
licensed
and put it away.
basketball, yeah,
Danny,
if you can,
buy
I
a
agree.
box, put it away.
And
That's probably the
especially
best
with this
advice.
draft class,
Yes.
that's what's going to determine it. What are these kids doing in December? Is Edgecombe still playing really, really well? Is Harper still looking like an awesome
Does
guy?
Flagg live up to
slashing
it?
to the basket? Is Cooper Flagg playing like what we saw last night or close to that? Ace Bailey, what's he doing? Trey kid is
Johnson.
playing really well.
Yeah.
You have like 5 or 6 legit, very good kids. If they're still playing like that, yes, people will still. chase
So
this
is the
product.
best play to put this box away? I love that idea.
If you're
What do you
looking
wanna
for
do?
value, for increased value, 100%, dude, because there's
Sure.
always the thought of what could be within the box, right? Within the sealed box. So that's huge. If you have the ability to do a jumbo and a hobby and a blaster, why wouldn't you just put the whole bundle away if you have the self-control and just let it go?
That's the most reasonable answer I've heard on this product.
By the way, what do you think those boxes are going for right now on blowout? What do you think a hobby box and a jumbo box are going for?
A hobby is going for $249.99. A
95,
jumbo
close.
is going for, what was it?
You were off by 5 cents, yes. $249.95. Oh, I don't
Thank
see
you.
jumbo on here actually.
And a jumbo is going to be $475 or $479, and I've
know
seen it go all the way up to $524.
By the way, you know how I know jumbo's about to take a jump? Because anytime on a Monday when Dave and Adams and Blowout and all the big distributors say out of stock, that means the price is going up and they're going to get relisted Wednesday. There is nothing for sale right now. I'd say come on over to Sports Cards Nonsense, buy jumbo boxes for $375.
There you go.
Which is that's an absolute smoking deal,
Smoke
by the way.
show. But by the way, that is our motto with basketball. Me and Eddie make all of our money on baseball. When basketball comes out, it's like a bonus. Who cares?
Mike, but I'm not kissing the ring for you either. Like that's
You can. You're kissing the ring
ridiculous. So here's another question. So are you able to, if someone buys a personal box, will you ship a sealed box?
It's a good question. I have to look back at our TOS, Terms of Service.
Yep.
In general, though, no, we've been ripping everything.
Okay.
Like that's kind of the agreement. Like we got it because we're on Fanatics Live. Let's make sure we rip it up. That has been, in general, we've been ripping everything.
Yeah. That's
Although I do think somebody bought a full case and Eddie said, "Hey, I'll rip like 10 of the boxes and we ship 2 sealed." I was okay with that. But in general, yeah, we rip it all.
pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
But we
I
want to go next.
want to talk about Babe Ruth, the
Hang on,
Baltimore
let me share my
card.
screen. It's a YouTube show, you perverts.
Yep.
No visuals till 15 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
The
Also, 15 minutes in, Danny woke up. Good.
14 Baltimore News.
There it is. On si.com/collectibles.
Absolutely.
Collectibles on SI.
Took a $3 million loss. And as Gio says, how can that be? Vintage never loses money.
Sold $7.2 million in December.
Yep.
Was that the highest ever at the time?
It was second it was close.
Okay. And it sold just recently for 4.02.
At Heritage.
So a $3.2 million loss in less than 2 years.
Let me just make a comment on this card. This is crazy to me. So as a 3, that looks completely destroyed. That looks like a completely beat up 3.
Now, the corners are rounded on purpose. That was the cut of the card. But yes.
Look at the 3 to the left in the picture, and look how much better it is.
Thank you.
Yeah. So is it, by the way, is this the exact same card, Danny, or just the same card, same grade?
I believe that's the actual card. Because I believe that picture was originally in the Babe Ruth Museum on the display they had a couple years ago when it was part
My
of
question is,
collectible.
who's buying this in 23 to flip it a year and a half later? When the market's what it
So
is.
there's a lot of discussion from the tinfoil hat hobby community on what's going on with this card because it doesn't make sense to lose $3 million and it doesn't make sense to flip it in 2 years for a $3 million loss.
It was the third most expensive at the time, by the way. Just a quick heads up.
There you go. So the question is, and Joe pointed it out, look at that card. Do you think PSA grades that card at 3?
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
No.
I don't think it does.
As a qualifier.
probably not.
I
don't know what the qualifier would be, though. I mean,
I think it could be authentic.
I think it could be a 2. Like, I have some 2s that are pretty beat up.
That would be a generous 2. I
Okay.
Mike, it's missing paper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that is true. Okay, so you think it's... But here's the thing. I know it's not the condition of the card because originally the same card, Danny just said, sold for $7 million. So it's not the condition. You knew the condition the first time around. So is it the market's in a worse place? SGC's in a worse place?
Let me tell you, as someone who's not a vintage guy here, really, and I'm trying to get in that. Like, I have no idea. Like, I see that it's the Baltimore News Babe Ruth, but this doesn't look like when I think Babe Ruth, I'm thinking the Gaudy cards, really, or the play ball Babe Ruth. I have no idea what this is. Like, this looks.
I agree.
So the pop on this is under a dozen. It was given out when he signed his first pro contract. It's a minor league team. It's the Bowman first for Babe Ruth. Yeah.
That nobody knows about. Right.
See, here you go. I could have helped you out right here. Babe Ruth, biggest loss in the history of sports cards. Boom, there's your headline. See, just something I bring to the table. Not a big deal.
Like, this is crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Like, that's the same as.
Is that an SGC
like looking at
effect?
No. Stop.
Some of it.
No.
I do think some of that, but not a lot of it. Also, the market's in a different place. Well, I can't say that. The
It
market's
was
on the rise.
purchased in an SGC holder. Like,
That was
but
before they
SGC's
collapsed, and you can't cross it over anywhere. So you're stuck in an SGC 3. Otherwise, you're getting back a PSA Authentic or a PSA 1. And I
don't know if
think
that's
that
the
hurts
worst.
the value.
Danny might be making some sense finally.
no.
It took 20 minutes.
You guys have
Well, what's
been
the reason,
foolish
Joe?
today.
What's the reason?
It's ridiculous. I already gave you the reason. The reason from the person.
Because you haven't heard of the card?
Right here.
That doesn't make it go down. You're not the
That's
buyer.
100% because people are creeping into the hobby to buy these as assets, and the other collectors, like, if it was that great of a card, then why didn't Shine and his group buy it?
Well, but it already
that's
sold
the
for
question.
$7 million. By the way,
Yeah.
they've only bought basketball cards publicly. It already sold for $7 million, though, Joe. So something has changed, and not about the card. So what changed?
Were they both sold on Heritage?
No.
Where did it sell the first time?
I thought it was REA.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know what REA is.
REA
Robert
is,
Edwards Auctions. But I mean, that's
What
a
is
very
that?
reputable vintage auction house. Like, that sells
Yeah.
massive stuff, too.
Okay.
So Heritage, and by the way, if you're going to argue anything, I'd say Heritage is probably bigger than them, I would think.
yeah, I think.
So it's not
size.
that.
Let me
Well,
give you my.
it's, how was it marketed? I'm sorry. At the first time, I thought it was marketed much better. Also,
Okay, so some marketing hurts. But I mean, how many
My
Ruth?
experience with Heritage, so both you know, was this summer. My only experience with them, when I was with Greeny and we walked around with the Brady ball. Mm-hmm. They thought that ball was maybe worth $10,000.
What's it worth?
I couldn't tell you. It was as the first game ball, and it was photo matched, like it was mirrors for the Hall of Fame game. So his first professional game, his first ball. I mean, I couldn't tell you what it would be worth, but I think 10,000 is super light. He doesn't have a number.
I've always sell this stuff.
For preseason
too. But Tom said he might be interested in just buying it.
I'll talk to Tom. Don't worry about that.
Please do.
Okay.
Take care of that.
My cut's like 80%, so have fun with that.
That's fine.
You'll be lucky to clear $10,000 when I'm done.
But I thought that was but that was my experience. They brought over their game used football guy, and for Tom Brady's first ball, like $10,000, like
I just don't know though. Like, what is it actually worth? You're saying I don't know. Is it worth 10? Is it worth 50? I have no idea.
I mean, he's got paper from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Like, it has all the markings.
I'm not arguing the provenance.
Like,
what is the card worth? Like, as a Brady fan, that ball means nothing to me. It's a preseason game. He didn't do anything in. So to me, I'm kind of like, eh. His first pro, like the game he came, like you give me the ball against the Jets, first actual like game he comes in, I'd pay big money for that. Like, that's an awesome piece.
That's more equivalent to a debut patch than the preseason game.
Yeah, it's a little different. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying maybe it is worth 50. I don't know. I'm just saying I would also have a hard time valuing. Hey, here's one I want to show you while we're talking big cards. I tried to buy this too. Oh, I was bummed. I very rarely get bummed about missing a PC card. I only know of a handful of cards that are Jordan and Bird Pro Uniform. There's a bunch of like old exquisite that's college stuff. But Bird and MJ, it's a 959, sold by our boys over at DC Sports 87. This ended Saturday night.
And you only had a max bid of 15.5.
I bid 20 was my last bid at the very, very end. That got outbid. Sold for over 21K. That's a freaking beautiful card.
It's a huge card.
I almost called into the show.
What's it out of 10?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty nice card. Very rarely comes up.
Okay. It's a 9.5 BGS.
Yep.
Does that hurt the card?
No, but there's been no monumental change in that. And vintage is a totally different ballgame.
And 90s basketball has always been strong with BGS. I think that's
I know, but everyone's talking trash about the, PSA being king and that kind of stuff. Well, for your maximum value of that card, would you want to have it crossed over? Or?
No, I'd rather have a 959 than a PSA 9 on that
Exactly.
card.
Thank you.
You're sure.
But
on the Ruth, would I rather have a PSA 2 than that SGC 3? Maybe.
Mike, why are you even saying a 2? It would be lucky to get a 1. It really would. Like, with all of the paper missing on that card, like, maybe. Be honest. Come on.
Okay,
stop
maybe.
It.
But I'm saying in general, so take some of the paper loss away. I would rather have a PSA 2 at this point than an SGC 3, I think.
And none of us would send it to BGS.
Right now, you sound like Eric
you
Michael
don't want that
trying to negotiate a card deal, Mike. That's what you sound like.
You want to play your boy? Is that a little subtle hint?
Yeah.
It's going to echo, so you guys have to be quiet. This is Joe's beef of the week, right?
No, it's not.
This is not the beef of the week.
No, this is another transition to how we negotiate and how we try to sell cards.
If you guys start echoing when I share this, is it already echoing? Go ahead, say something. Not me, you.
I think we're good.
No echo. All right, let me play this. How long is this freaking video? 42 seconds. All right, this is Eric Michael. He has a monthly subscription service, Major League Profits. He will charge you to give, and you can call in. He has a radio show or a show of some kind.
All right, Morgan, one last time. $9.50 for the Cheerio. If not, it's no biggie. The last one did $9.30. I'll give you $900.
Last one did $10.50.
Did? Oh, Mark Lewis didn't show that sale. I only showed the $9.10. You take $2K for both? This Skeens, that Cheerio?
I'm getting like 95% on stuff.
So what do you need on the Cheerio?
$1,000.
It's rough.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to say 900. That's what I want you to say. For the first time ever, I'm looking to just buy a bunch of stuff and start setting up shows.
You can find soft spots here, I know.
My best, 2,100 on both.
I'll pass on.
Oh, come on.
I'll just pass on.
Okay, all good.
So right off the bat, I don't even mind this kid. I never know what the point of these is. Like, the card sold for $9.30. You offered $9.50. Where's that in the Major League Profits? Not to mention Churriel. This video is a couple weeks old. Churriel was still playing playoff baseball. You're going to pay above comps for a guy who's getting ready to go in the offseason after getting smoked by the Dodgers? Where's the phone call about that? Like, who's buying Churriel at over comps right now? I don't even know. All the videos are like that. Who is paying this? Just to be clear, if you want to pay for some stupid picks and advice, I'll charge you $10 a month. Not a joke. For $10 a month, I'll host a monthly Zoom call. private to only to people who want to pay me $10 a month, and I'll tell you what I'm buying, what I'm selling, what my predictions are. Maybe I should do this stupid subscription.
None of that
service.
was a good negotiation either.
No.
Also, nothing happened in the video. That's what all the videos are.
He didn't have the right comps. It's sold for $1,050,
And he didn't make the deal.
He said, they didn't have it. They didn't show that on Market Movers.
You know where it did show, by the way?
Movers?
I checked. It's on Card Ladder, just to be clear. So we're good.
Who does Market Movers? What's that?
Your boy Geoff, yeah.
Yeah, I know who it is. Thank you. Yeah, that's what's crazy. So if you ever get a chance to watch these Instagram shorts or clips, whatever.
Me and Joe text about this once a week. This kid, it's so great. It's the most random half negotiation. Then something happens, and he just walks away. Nothing ever happens, ever.
There's never a deal getting done.
No.
So what are people paying for and watching for? Is this? I feel like the old man.
I'm watching for sheer delight of the stupidity involved. To know this kid's out there, and to know that people. Somebody actually reached out to me and Jesse. It's been 2 or 3 years about getting this kid on the podcast. Yeah, and he gave me this whole pitch, and I was like, yeah, I know him. I'm not impressed. And not to mention, his videos years ago were always him in the Hamptons at his parents' house. Don't tell me you made money on cards when you're at the Hamptons on a skateboard like an idiot. But they made this pitch about getting him on the show, and I was like, no, we have no interest in that. Then his buddy was like, well, what about us selling our sports picks? What? You think I'm going to pay this kid for that? Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough look. Me and Joe send at least one video a week to each other of this kid. We're propping him up, Joseph. It's our fault.
Well, but we're always trying to find what the point of the video was.
There's never a point. Let me just save you some time.
I just watched my first one, and it was awful.
Might be the first time Danny's seen Instagram, by the way. That's pretty good. We're making progress.
That's a screenshot from a phone too, just to let you know that wasn't.
Instagram is a site where people can post about themselves.
The reason I wanted to bring this up too is the art or the process of bringing cards in and trying to do a deal, not only at a show but at a shop. I'm reaching different levels of frustration now. So we field calls constantly. Hey, are you guys buying this and that? Yes, we're always buying. We let them know, and for those of you who are longtime watchers, you know I'm buying at 50, possibly 60%. That's what we buy at. Okay, 100%. So then they come in and they just, hey, you guys buying? Yes. They show me the cards. My question is, after I've told them we buy at 50%, before we go through the whole process of looking everything up and going through it, do you have an idea of what you're looking to get for these cards? And I think that's a safe question for people who are buying to always ask. And if you are now being a seller, you should come in with a number. That's okay. It's okay to have a number of what you're looking at and do your research on your cards that you come in. Don't be the person who says, I don't know, I haven't looked it up.
Yeah, because I'm not going to negotiate against myself. I refuse to do that. Yep.
It's terrible. And when you bring that in, at least I know where you're where we're starting at on all of this. The fact is, people will just bring in a shoebox, a literal shoebox of cards that are in top loaders, and it's the majority of his retail color, which we're going to see even a bigger explosion, I think, of retail color, because have either of you guys been into a Dick's House of Sports?
No.
No, but Junk Parallel era is where we are.
We just opened one here. It's across from the Cardinals Stadium. My buddy FaceTime. He's like, dude, you got to see this. He FaceTimed me in there. The amount of wax that they have on the floor is insane. Really? They have cases where they have sealed Pokemon booster boxes. They have hobby boxes in there. They had Origins football, I think, at like $4.95 a box for Origins hobby football. So you're going to see a ton of this stuff. But when these people are coming through the door to make these sales, or even at shows and they just walk up to a table, to not have a price in mind or an idea is just foolish. Like,
hey, by the way,
you shouldn't be upset when someone says, okay, then I'll give you $50 for it.
Oh, I'm starting low. I actually agree with you. By the way, I gotta bang on your guy here for just another minute, because I got looking at his Instagram. 88,000 followers, which in the sports card world is massive. There's not a single video with more than like a couple comments.
Well, you know what that usually means.
One comment, it's him. 2 comments, 60 likes. Just him commenting. Just him, like 3 comments. 4, 1. 88,000 followers? You don't get more than 1 comment? What?
And you guys know I usually cheer someone on who's wearing a cubic zirconium have pierced ears. Like
How much does this cost? I wonder how much this costs. Let me hang on here.
And two first names, Joe.
Copy and paste this weird new side hustle. Oh, hang on now. The free training breaks down a simple, repeatable system that busy professionals nationwide are using to monetize their passion for sports.
He's on Trustpilot, so that means something.
550 reviews, but where are they? Where's the review? How come I can't click it?
It's on Trustpilot.
Who are these guys? You mean to tell me these guys all got together and got the same background to leave a review? That was nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, he has a great marketing team. You could see they do the infomercial of, hey, I was just an everyday business professional, and then I found that I could buy and sell cards and make an extra $3,000 a month. Like,
Danny, what's your phone number?
Yeah, this is what gives the hobby a bad name.
Hang on.
Like, I can't stand people like this. This reminds me of who was the guy that always gave the double finger salute and was going to buy your cards.
Hey,
and loan
Frank,
you
we're going to
money?
need to block this part out of my screen. We don't need to be sharing Danny's real phone number, but I'm going to type it in because I want to have some fun with this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there we
It's
go.
like an AI generated website.
Yeah, Rebecca,
Oh, that's an email. I'm sorry,
Rebecca,
that's an email.
this is all off. Frank.
Yeah, just you can black it out. Oh!
Here we go, Dan.
Is that his
Graduated from Rutgers.
high school graduation?
College.
In just 20 minutes.
The training will end though if I close the page.
The training has already ended, Mike. I got news for you.
All right. Well,
Oh,
there
there we go.
There's a puppy. Stephen A.
Danny, you could be on a boat, Danny.
Seriously, Danny, when's the
could
last
be
time
this
you
guy.
met George W. Bush? Never. How about you
Yeah.
freaking pick up your game, bro?
I've met Charles
can't-
Barkley.
I can't fast forward. Okay. I'm going to sign up. I want to know how much this costs.
Yeah.
Also, I will just say this about flipping singles right now. The last 6 months it's been possible. Before that, over the last year or two, not a lot of people making money if your only business was flipping singles. Dude, it was a crazy tough market. Like, absolutely brutal market. Like, I don't know that many people who made a lot of money doing it. Like, and that's why we used to document pretty well, like, the losses we took. Like, I'd make money, yeah, if I buy a huge lot, sure. But I have people coming to me with that lot because we have a big voice in the hobby. We go out with it. Like, the average Joe, and then I see a lot of people making these videos now, too. Go buy cards and grade them and get them back. Yeah, grading is like a 60 to 90-day wait. And again, what are you buying today? It's different than it was years ago. It is just very different.
Which was another comment in the YouTube stuff about, how long does it take? Like, a guy was like, when I made the comment of, you're basically grading for the next season. If you submit past, we'll say the All-Star break for baseball, unless you are going, at 75 or more, you're not going to get it back in time. You're grading.
You would have had to submit
yeah.
an Ohtani months ago to have it back for this moment. Or Yamamoto, same thing.
And
Yeah.
not to
Value
beat
plus,
it, and not to beat a dead horse, but BGS could be doing this and getting part of the market back. This is what's freaking so frustrating.
BGS is wild.
SGC is pooping the bed, and Beckett absolutely can't get out of their own way. And they could. Mike even said he was going to spend $20,000 on a BGS 9.5 card. He did not care at all that it was BGS.
Because I will say this, I still trust BGS grading. The resale stinks in general. On a card like that, I don't mind because that card's selling for what it's selling for. It makes no difference. But yeah, I do agree. It's weird they haven't tried to make a play right now. So
Especially with this Topps release would be perfect for them.
yeah, run a special. $10 for any
Yep.
Topps basketball card. Done.
I don't get it. And even the resale, to your point, Mike, I don't know why the resale would be low. We've talked
crazy
about
low,
it. The
though.
holders are great. Like having the subgrades on it, I know you have to pay extra for that now, but still
They're
having
the only
that.
company that offers it.
Yeah.
Again, it just goes to show you, though, and I say this every time we talk about grading, the number one factor in grading is resale value, and it's not close.
Yep.
Period. PSA has never done subgrades, and they still are by far the most used and the most well resold holder. We care about resale. I know there's some exceptions to that rule, but that is it. In general, the hobby cares about resale value. Period. Boom. You guys want to talk Cooper Flagg real quick?
Yes.
Danny brought this up with me too.
I guess.
I don't really care. He actually looked good
Topps
yesterday,
debut patch,
which was nice. Yep.
which everybody talks about. Big deal, very cool. It was found out he actually wore 3 different jerseys with 3 different debut patches on his first game.
Okay, I like Lucas, by the way. Again, I got to do your job here, Danny. Cooper Flagg wore 3 debut patches and jerseys. Cooper Flagg, 3 Grail patches available.
No,
Boom.
they're not available.
that they
Two were
will be
destroyed.
available.
You got to read the article.
Yeah, you got to read these headlines. We got to get these headlines back.
Stop it.
We do.
Two of them were destroyed. So he's got one debut patch, but at least 3 jerseys. How do we feel about that?
What I feel about is the fact that it's going to be just sprinkled into a product sometime next year. We don't know what product it's going to be the chase in.
Oh yeah, they haven't
hate
announced
that.
the product, right? What if it's going to be Topps Chrome?
No,
that would be
no.
great.
They said it will be just put randomly in packs in the future.
Oh really?
Yes, they
Oh
did not
my-
identify a specific product.
Dang.
And so they
That
destroyed
stinks.
2 of the patches to keep it a 1-for-1. So the first one he wore out. Would you buy the jerseys that did not, the second and third jerseys?
What do you mean?
The
They
ones
just
that,
sold them.
well, he's got,
Yeah, still-
there's 3 of them. So you figure one's going to him, one's going to his family, and there's one's probably going to auction.
Probably the
I mean-
Mavericks.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's still a
Destroy-
game-worn jersey by Cooper Flagg from his rookie season. They're not destroying the whole
The
jersey,
patch is
right?
out, right?
There's no more patch, right?
Yeah, but it's still the jersey. Yeah, still going to do a
To
ton
me,
of money.
to me, it's a huge drop off after the first one.
What do you mean?
I think the first one you wear on the court is a much more valuable jersey. That
If
they
you
took
wore it
the-
in warm-ups and not during the game,
Are you saying he didn't wear the first jersey in the game?
I have no idea. I don't know if he wore it in warm-ups and then went off the court and then put another one on. Like,
Yeah, did he wear all 3 jerseys at some point in the first game is my question.
That's what I was told, yes.
So then no. If they're all worn in the same game, who cares if he wore one first and one third? If he wore them on the court, same game, I don't care. I'd pay the same for any of them.
yeah.
I disagree. Okay. That's what I was asking.
Now,
I
when we're
want the
talking
first one
about-
he wore.
You just said that. I just said I paid the same for all of them.
No, I'm saying I want the first one. I don't want
sure.
the second or third one.
Tops, if you're hearing this, Danny wants the first one. Get it to him, please.
Well, one's going to the family. We know that. I mean,
Yes.
we're crazy here.
So, guy in the shop, Tops, what was it, 3? That basketball product that came out with Wemby rookies. They had patch autos. Guy in our shop hit a Wemby auto to 10, patch auto to 10, right when this product came out. He took the card, sent it to PSA. He received a PSA 6 on the card. So he reached out to Tops. Kudos to Tops. They're reprinting the card for him.
Yeah, I think it's seven or higher. It's guaranteed. Pack pulled stuff.
Yeah.
Eddie had. By the way, Eddie did that last year. He pulled a Jason Dominguez super auto out of Chrome, maybe. It came back. It had like some visible damage. I think I don't even know if he actually had to grade it. He sent it back. They remade the card. Came back at PSA 10.
How do they prove if it's pack damaged or damaged after you
We
pull
had
it?
video of ours, so like it was live on break.
On the break, sure.
But
We took a video of this guy's too when he opened it and all that kind of stuff. So, and Tops, it was like a no questions asked. Like they just wanted the receipt that he sent it to PSA, all that kind of stuff. It's in the holder. He has to send that, the slabbed card back to Tops, and they're going to take
remake
care of
it.
it from there.
fantastic.
Kudos to them for
Crazy.
that.
I'll tell you my favorite narrative in the hobby right now is people already saying how much they miss Panini. It's been one release we already missed. I love that people in this hobby, no matter what, like Topps basketball back in the 90s and 2000s, people were getting sick of it already. And then as soon as it was gone, well, Topps is the greatest thing ever. Panini isn't even technically gone yet, and we're already hearing that. I think it's fantastic. I love it.
Let me ask you, Mike. So, Panini, their equivalent to Topps flagship is going to be Hoops, right? So, NBA Hoops, that product.
I'd say like Don Russ, the rated rookie, maybe.
No, get out of here. The first release of the season always is Hoops.
But Topps
it's a
is
lower
not
end
usually the.
product.
But hang on, just to be clear, Topps is not the first release in baseball or other things. It's not the flagship because it's first. Flagship is the most accepted. But fine, Hoops. I don't care. Go ahead. Yes.
But this isn't like pro debut against Topps. Like it's
Correct.
It's the okay. So
Similar product. Yes. Hoops in Series 1 or Don Russ in Series 1. I think they're all very similar. Yes.
okay. So and both of those products, crazy amount of inserts, right?
Ton of paper, ton of base, ton of inserts. Yep.
Is there with what you've seen of NBA Hoops and flagship, who do you think? I mean, who's winning the art race as far as the inserts right now? Because both products known for a ton of inserts, that kind of stuff. I mean, right now I think Topps with that 62-page checklist did quite a bit of good work with putting just some different stuff out there because I think that's a lot of the thing that people are getting frustrated or they're already missing Panini about is just that case hit and some of those inserts. But some of the inserts that I saw and different borders and different parallels that they offered, I mean, I think they came out and put their best foot forward on a product like this where they really needed to reestablish themselves in the market.
So if you want to tell me that the lower end stuff, the lower end inserts are a little bit better with Topps, fine. I'd give it a slight nod. But what is the Topps go-to insert right now that competes with Color Blast, Downtown, or Kaboom? I don't think there is one yet.
No.
Like the market will have to determine one. Like we're just getting licensing. I
to see those home court advantages not being in every. I mean, I think it was one in like every 8 to 10 cases for those home court advantage. Which
baseball or basketball?
No, for basketball.
Doesn't that feel like a knockoff though? That's the only one.
But
that's the only one to me of all the.
Well, the Helix looks like a Color Blast too. I'll give him.
Right, yeah. But Danny, it's a knockoff, but they offer it in baseball, so it's nice. It's nice, like it's like the Downtown, right?
That's my problem, though. You've yet to see one that's really. I'll tell you, the one insert this year that really took off and I think has some staying power was in Bowman, the Spotlight. People really like those are crazy hard to hit. People went nuts for that. Like that seems like it's a winner.
But the previous year they were almost like one per box.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I don't like that they did that because if you notice, somebody made a video on this. I wish I remember who on Instagram. 23 and 24 Bowman Spotlights were selling for a bunch of money. And it was like, oh, guys, back then they were common. So that is my only question. Like it or not, I could at least say, hey, a Downtown, a Kaboom, a Color Blast. I feel like I'm forgetting one probably. A Stained Glass. Those things were going to sell. Those are Panini case hits. We knew what we were chasing. In Topps, and again, it's new. And in baseball, I don't think people care about case hits like that anyways. I think baseball is very much still a rookie and prospect chase. But football, basketball, you have to establish those. What are they going to be?
Well, it's like, what was it in Chrome? They had the neon, like the background was different. Like the neon lights, or they called it the, oh, darn it. It was,
yeah. You're talking
they
baseball.
had like the logo. It was in baseball. So like
Okay.
Ohtani, it had like the Dodgers logo behind him.
Like the neon piping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
And that was something that was a big chase. The other thing that they did in basketball, hang on.
Big chase. It sold for a lot. It was not a big. Most people didn't even know it. Well, you can't even remember the name. It proves I don't remember exactly what you're talking about. That's what I mean. It's not a big chase. It's a valuable card. It's not an established case hit yet.
Well,
You get away with it in baseball though. Baseball's fine.
SPs, right? That in
fine.
baseball, everything's an SP.
In a photo variation out of Topps, which they still do in Topps Chrome, those well-known people will chase that, no problem. But basketball and football, when the nicer stuff comes out, like the basketball and football crowd is very much case hit heavy. Like
So
crazy.
do you think there was a lot of excitement around the Mirror Gold stuff that came out in Topps flagship, like for basketball?
I thought it fell flat. That's the one thing I thought was very underwhelming. I don't think anybody cared about it. You're one of the only people I know talking about it. And again, those will sell very well. Here's the problem with the Mirror Gold, though. It's on the back of a card. It's not anything you can display. Like, people don't know it to see it. To me, that's a miss.
It's cool. It's cool.
I'm not saying it's not cool.
It's
It is
cooler in
nowhere near
hindsight.
the popularity of Kaboom
it's
Downtown.
cooler when
I don't
we
think
get
it
a
ever
month
gets
away from the release. When it's coming out and there's all the parallels and everybody's absorbing all the new stuff, then they take time to figure out what they like.
That's what I mean.
listen,
In 6 months, what do people determine? Hey, I'm going to go back and chase that set. I don't think I've not seen one yet where I think, hey, this has staying power to be the big thing. That's my thought,
I think
at least.
Chrome, and if they do black, will blow it away.
Okay, I'm going to give my one negative piece on it, on flagship.
You've been really sucking up to everybody, by the way.
Because I love it. I think it looks awesome. I was really excited about it. My one negative piece was the case hit. Oh, I can't wait to get you guys on that. Gosh. The case hit, I think it was, it's like a comic book. It gives that kind of appearance. I think Eddie pulled one that was of Steph Curry. Yep. It looks like the Marvel cards.
I was going to say, that's a problem. You're recycling. And back then, Marvels were not, like Marvel started as an SP and then were not.
Right.
I think that's I think that's a miss. I agree.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, I do want to talk about Drake May really quick. I heard a crazy stat. He's something like, I'm off by a little bit, but he's something like 25th in pass attempts. But I believe he's 5th or 6th in yards.
Yes.
That dude is unbelievable. So just a quick update too. I've been trying to document what I buy at the shows. A few times I do it. I bought that Drake May Mosaic. What was it? The Mosaic debut, the horizontal card, and it was the Genesis, the SP. I bought that for $120 at the show. Sold it for $250 last night on eBay Live. Last night's eBay Live show was finally thumping. Conversely, though, I bought the Mike Trout game used button, numbered 1 of 5 button patch, paid $125, sold for $95.
You sold Trout last night.
Yeah, it was a good room.
That's a
World
yeah,
Series.
but that's a you miss, I think, on the time.
You think Trout's selling less now than he was a month ago?
I think he'll be selling for a lot more in spring training.
That's every year, but
We sold
like,
to Sandy
why-
Koufax, by the way. Got
Did you?
killed on that. Everything else did really well. Koufax went cheap.
why don't you allow people to put bids on ahead of time? Like, I couldn't make the time specifically, but I couldn't put a
It's
bid
not
on.
me. eBay doesn't.
at
You
Drake
cannot do
May.
that. Yeah, you can't do that and then do an eBay live
I
auction.
hate that. I hate
No,
that.
me too. I hope eBay Live does it. By the way, for eBay Live, we're back to our Sunday show. I'm gonna get back to just a regular Sunday.
About time.
Real quick little plug for eBay Live. We're gonna have some monster stuff. Some of this we're gonna send to DC Sports and just go straight eBay. But I just got another big lot in 2024 Topps Chrome Ellie, orange refractor PSA 10. That's got to be close to $5,000. This is the stupid nicest card. On card cornerstones with 3 of the nicest patches I've seen. Kobe not signing anymore. 10 of 10 game used patches. 3 of those are 3 color. That should do 12 to 15. And this was the set I was showing you guys earlier. He said he thought it was a complete set. It's 2000 Upper Deck game jersey greats auto. He's got the Joe Namath. We got Montana, all slab BGS. We got Bradshaw, Elway, Unitas, Steve Young, Bart Starr, Staubach, and Dan Marino. If that is in fact only a 9-card set, I'm just gonna buy that because I think it's awesome. But there you go, all hand numbered on.
You
card
think
too.
it's missing?
I don't know if it's a 9-card set or what. It's weird to me. It would only be a 9-card set, but maybe it is. And I'm still a nerd for sets. I'll just buy it. So.
All right, and anybody going on Arena Club with the promo code SCN20?
You have to do it. I mean, it's
First
good
of
for
all,
your
the
first
promo
one.
code is SCN, not SCN20. I found this out the hard way. Also, Danny, if you're going to do an ad read, you have to wake up first. Anybody going? Yes, everybody's going on. Me and Jeff are doing these live on the podcast.
There you go.
SCN saves you 20% or $20, and I got a Justin Fields silver PSA 10 buyback offer on the $100 pack was $40. He's a cheapskate. Did a $25 pack. He got a cheap card. His buyback was $9. So 39% for him, 40% for me. I won.
Fields would have been a lot more this morning.
That'd be a great giveaway.
Still have it.
Mike, you should give it away to our producer, Rebecca, which, by the way, we just want to make sure that she's doing all right. Because her Bengals, they were ripping and running with Flacco, and then I think a running back outdueled him at quarterback to win the game. I mean, Breece Hall with that
They
great
do have an
halfback
elite
pass.
quarterback.
Wow, that was intense. So our
You know
heart
what?
does
I'll
go to
just
Rebecca.
say my football season's over, but I'm in first place in the SCN Fantasy League, and last week I beat Mike by 100 points. 100.
Ooh.
Well, at least you
look
can
at that
live
look
in
on his
fantasy
face.
land, so.
Did I do
And
good?
this week I'm going to beat Gordy by about 85. So, my team.
That's amazing. I've won
I'm
2
doing
games in
great.
that league. Pretty
And you
unbelievable.
haven't set a lineup, have you?
Yeah.
I've been trying. Then I do the waiver wire thing, and I think I got guys coming. I got to wait for them. I don't know.
You guys let me, the number 1 team. I had the worst waiver wire priority. You guys let me get Rashi Rice. No one's paying attention.
No.
You let me get him. I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to get him. I look the next morning. He's on my team.
That's because his cards aren't doing well. That's why we're not paying attention.
Yeah, we're
That's
all
why.
on.
It's not my primary league.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But
Joe,
can we talk
quick-
about cards doing well? And again,
Please.
I
Then we can
mean,
be done.
broken record, Mike.
I was
I
just going to
told
say,
you
take
guys.
your
I
moment.
told
Yep.
you guys back in September. Bo Nix and Drake
Stop with
May.
this already.
Yep.
No, I
No,
guess what?
who argued with you?
William Montgomery in Nashville,
do this
Tennessee.
every week.
I ain't never gonna stop. I ain't never gonna stop because Bo Nix, you guys, and everyone in the comments were like, he's not doing it. 2 losses. I think in the last 5 quarters, he had like 6 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. Like, yeah, everyone's doing the head nod. Yeah. No, 100% I was right. You should have bought this stuff. You're missing out on it. 100%. You now are in a weird situation where, well, Joe was right. I should have bought it early, and now I want to jump on the train, and I can't do it.
I mean, I'll say this, just to give you an idea on the market. His Prism, 10 days ago, we're averaging $34 to $36, called $35. a whole bunch of sales in the 50 to 55 range, and all of his stuff has moved up like that 20%. Yeah, by the way, you're absolutely right. So Drake Maye, a month ago, after I disagreed, I started watching. I was in. I've made some good money on Drake Maye. I didn't see Bo Nix being prolific like he was, but Bo Nix has been. I thought he was much more of a game manager, and I thought
Mike,
his
you
pricing.
You didn't see that Patriots team, and I told you didn't like Vrabel. I said, God,
That's
dude,
not true. I've liked
creating-
Vrabel forever. That's not true.
Stop
Don't
it.
be stupid.
Danny, please. He didn't like him.
What is Danny going to do? He's half asleep. You think he's going to help you?
No. Vrabel, we talked about the best combination of young coaches and young quarterbacks.
Yeah, I love Vrabel.
And you went with somebody else. You went with Cam Ward.
That is absolutely. I don't even know who the Tennessee coach is. That's
Anymore.
stupid.
You lived there.
Yeah, and he got fired. The guy was a loser. Yeah, you know what? That's perfect.
Another coach getting fired in college.
Wow.
Tennessee football
yeah, this
fan.
was
I'm doing my college talk. Brian Kelly, it leaked out that
See how much
their
they owe
plans
him? LSU?
over $50 million.
Yeah. The best question I heard is the guy who hired him still there? Because that guy needs to be fired.
Wait, that's the same guy that gave Jimbo Fisher the $70 million buyout that he had. So this
Who pays
guy's
anybody named Jimbo good money?
right.
Unless
So
he's
this
on a
guy
shrimp
was
boat. What are we
is
doing?
$120 in arrears just on buyouts.
$1 million.
$1 million.
Oh, the
Arrears?
million.
What did you just say?
Yeah, 120 million.
Okay.
In
good?
in buyouts.
Yeah.
And why
I
we're
want a
talking about
buyout.
this?
How do I get a buyout? A couple million, I'm gone.
You own.
You're
We
a
get the
buyout.
buyouts. You're the owner.
I need someone
But
to buy out.
this
Okay.
week,
I
Mike,
need someone to acquire.
are you getting Bowman Chrome College, Bowman Chrome football university?
I believe only Eddie is. I don't think I got any. I might have gotten one case. I don't know if I did. Oh yeah, I got
the
one
release
case.
is this week.
I got one case of Breaker's Delight.
There you go.
Are we
We don't
at
do a lot
the
with
point
footballs,
yet?
though.
Mike, are we at the point, Danny, are we at the point where these first Bowmans, even though these players, they can move around to different universities just like baseball prospects can be traded? Are we at the point where having someone's first Bowman is going to start meaning something because it's licensed all the way
I don't
through?
know who I'm chasing in college. That's the problem.
1,000%. No, 1,000%. These are going to be like Bowman first. Bowman U will become the Bowman first. And prospects
Absolutely a
get
terrible
traded.
take. They will not. Prospecting is baseball. It's the most liquid market in the world of cards. This is never going to be that.
I'm not saying overnight, but they absolutely will become a much more valuable card than they were.
Who am
a
I
couple years
chasing?
ago.
Like, who's the guy?
Bryce Underwood, the Michigan quarterback?
Is he in it?
But that's a terrible take. There's good college players every year.
I don't know
There's
if
been
he's in
college
it.
players
He
every
should
year.
be in it.
Who are they? I don't know who it is. Arch Manning, and he's an NIL guy. Deal with Panini. He's not even that
Yeah.
good. I mean, his market. I know his market's crazy.
You know who should also be in it is the
Diego.
receiver for Ohio State, Smith.
I mean, so here's who's on the box. I can't even read the freaking box cover. You get a guy from the Sooners.
Material.
Quarterback?
Jake? Yeah.
Manir?
Okay.
Mateer?
The Georgia quarterback, Drew.
He was in last year's.
That's what I'm
Miami,
saying. Who am I chasing? Like, everybody's
Miami
exci-
quarterback Carson Beck.
He was already in it. Yep.
The Oregon quarterback Dante Moore.
Are any of these firsts?
Dante Moore might be a first.
Ty Simpson.
Ty Simpson, no, he was already in it.
But to the point, I would go back and buy last year's if I think Dante Moore is going to be the first overall pick in the draft.
He's not, but
But you
I
get
guess,
my
but
point.
like again, I just asked you both what's so appealing about this, and no one said anything useful. Like, who am I chasing?
I
mean, same thing with
but that's the thing.
Bowman first baseball.
No, not the same thing. Ask me any Bowman product in the last 10 years. I'll tell you who you were
This was
chasing.
my question, though, Mike, is that even though they have the ability to move around from college to college, not sit out, they can play right away, which is just like with the prospects. I mean, more times
Good
than
for
not,
them.
a prospect comes up.
Good for
and
them,
they're not with
bad
the
for the
same team.
hobby. I don't want, like the Nico kid, for example. I don't know if he's any good. He was a first with Tennessee, right?
Correct.
Or did he move? So he moved to another college, wherever he went. I
UCLA.
don't care.
And then
The Tennessee guys here hate him now. They don't want his first card. And the UCLA guys probably love him. He doesn't have a first with them. But like back to my original point, like this is why I don't care about the product. Nobody can tell me anything good about it. Like, what's
Well, I said Bryce Underwood. He was the number one NIL quarterback guy at the University of Michigan.
is he a first in this one?
Yes, because he's a freshman.
Okay.
100%. So, and he starts. So he should be in that product and be a huge chase, especially for University of Michigan fans. Huge fan base, right? The other thing that you're going to start seeing is former basketball schools that are now like Indiana. It's going to go crazy for their stuff. But herein lies the issue. Indiana is done very well with taking in a lot of transfers. So like their quarterback, I believe, was the quarterback at Cal last year, Mendoza. I mean, this is going to be something that's worthwhile, making sure that you go in and look at the checklist of who has firsts and who does not. But this product is done great with great inserts, like the most wanted inserts that look like those burned.
I'll give you that.
Like those are cool. The big kahuna stuff, big man on campus, school colors, those type of things. These are great products to get in, and you're capitalizing on a market. I mean, college football, here's my hot take of the week. I think college football in general has a bigger fan base than the NFL in the United States.
Fan base, yes. Hobby base
in general,
but not hobby base.
And
correct.
It's much more divided by team than it is.
But you can't even wait, Mike. That is an ignorant take, because you can't even say more of a hobby following. The only reason it has more of a hobby because there hasn't been more college product out there, and now that there is going to be, I mean, they have SKUs. They're going to have multiple SKUs. They're going to have hobby jumbo.
So maybe
boxes. They're also going to have value boxes out there.
Let's see what they do. You may be right. We haven't seen it yet, so you can't say it's a wrong take.
No,
you don't know.
Be right. And they're going to sell them on school campus at the school stores. Like, that's going to be another thing you're going to see. This is all going to happen.
These idiots are going to college just to party anyway. College a waste of time. I don't have to tell Danny. He just dropped his
Not Eric Michael. Not Eric Michael.
That's true.
Yeah, just remember, you can subscribe and get your tips. Bowman first. Do you care that Fernando Tatis was traded?
I mean, it depends.
No.
Like, does
do you
his
care
card
that Juan
sell for
Soto
less?
was traded?
Sometimes, if they're traded before they do anything, sometimes I think it makes a difference. At time, I'll give you the best example. That was Jared Kelenic. He was in 20.
Well, if he would have been good in the majors,
No, that's a
But
terrible
I'm saying
example.
it isn't, because as soon as it happened, he came up as a Met and he got traded to Seattle, or vice versa. The pricing dropped immediately. So if they get traded.
But he's not even on the same level, Mike, as
But he
Tatis.
was at the time. I'm saying at the time when he came up, he absolutely was. He was the number two guy in the product. 2018, it was Nolan Gorman. It does. If it happens right then, it makes a difference. Braden Montgomery, by the way, for the Red Sox, just in draft, he was the number 5 overall pick, I think. Got traded before he played a game for the Red Sox. Yes, it hurt his market. He could go on to be great and it could rebound. It hurts it initially, for sure.
Well,
Tatis has gone on to be great.
When PCA left the Mets and went to the Cubs, it was big market to big market. But he played well, and I think that did more than...
PCA, though, didn't do anything as a prospect. His pricing did nothing but drop until he had a great season this year.
The first half.
Right.
So what about DeVries? Is DeVries, when he gets his call up
his
to
market's
the
hurt.
A's?
He needs to do something. His market's dropped. I mean, I had more Leo DeVries autos in my flipping boxes than any other player. I had just bought a lot of probably 100, 150 slabs, at least. Huge Leo. His pricing immediately fell when he went to the A's. Now, some of that, though, was he went to the A's, which hurt.
Well,
But
they
once
also don't have a city.
Yeah.
Stop it. But now it took that little hit, Mike. But the moment he gets the tap on the shoulder, is he back to where he was, or is he above that?
I'd say slightly below. It's still in Oakland, and here's the reason I say it. Oakland's a horrible situation because you have. When's the last time you saw 2 young guys on a team sell through the roof? It never happened. One cannibalizes the other. Kurtz is the guy in Oakland. If you're gonna have a second option, it's Jacob Wilson. Leo would have to come up and play Kurtz level ball, and I don't expect anybody to do that. I think it hurts him being there. Yeah.
If DeVries is hot, but when he gets called up, it'll change it. If they call him up as a September call up just to get him up, and there's no buzz around him, then it won't do anything.
That's the thing. I don't think there'll be a ton of buzz. Like, even Kurtz came up. If Kurtz came
he's
up like
killing it and becomes the number 1 or number 2 prospect on the rankings, it'll absolutely.
It'll help. I don't think it's going to go.
I think the rankings in baseball do more than anything. Baseball America controls the hobby, or MLB pipeline controls the hobby more than almost anything else for baseball prospects.
Really, I don't agree. I mean, none of these young international kids in Bowman Chrome are on the top 100 anything because they're in the DSL league still, and they're selling.
They're still ranked on the international guys.
Some of them, not if they've never played over here, they're not.
Joe, do you follow?
He doesn't even know what day of the week it is. Look at that.
I do a little bit. I mean, we have fall league out here, so it's really big, and on the cusp of the release of Bowman Chrome, there were a ton of guys that were playing in the fall league, and then you also had Kevin McGonigal. Yep. He was in the fall league. Sure. McGonigal, yeah.
Yep, monster out of 24 draft.
100%. But from what I've heard from the people that were getting the Bowman cards and going out there to get signed, he is a gentleman who's aware of his worth. So
Kevin?
So he wasn't going down the line. He was onesie twosie in it, and if he got to an adult, it was a hard pass.
Oh, I'm good with that. Fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Yep, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
All right, we could be done. There's your show. So the only release this week, I think, is at Bowman Chrome University football.
And
Hobby boxes, by the way, and what? I'm sorry.
And the holiday, per the calendar, the holiday tins and mega
We'll be
boxes.
re-releasing those.
And the trick or treat for Friday.
Don't
forget.
Hey, like and subscribe. Make sure you do that. Also, Arena Club, SCN, get your $20 off. Is it $20 or 20%?
I thought it was.
Yes.
20%.
We didn't even know the code, so.
Whoa.
20%.
20%. There you go.
There you go.
Mike didn't know that.
Hey,
So
when are we
you're-
doing a live show here, an actual live, so we can yell at people in the audience and take questions?
Yeah.
Let's schedule one.
It's your schedule, sir.
I think it would be great to have a live show that segues into your Sunday eBay.
eBay sales? Oh.
Yeah, I think that would be great, but I don't know if you have the energy to do it. I mean,
You're
I
going
have the energy to carry this show for an hour. I could do it then.
Oh,
you do really great on the technology pieces. I will give you that.
yeah.
Only one sharing the screenplay and videos. You're welcome. You two sitting here like we're doing a freaking podcast on YouTube. I'm over here trying to visuals. You're welcome. Thanks. Cut the Nonsense, episode 49. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. Tell Danny and Joe how terrible they are. My favorite comment ever on YouTube. How does Mike do it carrying these two? The most accurate and my favorite comment. Truer
Goodbye.
words. Goodbye.